Hi folks, my name is Frank and this is Sportsland. We're in the showroom here at Sportsland here at 4001 South State in Salt Lake City. I'm going to walk through this 19 BHLE Surveyor made by Forest River. We're looking at a lightweight trailer with bunk beds, also with a slide out. It's got a dinette slide. You're looking about 3,800 pounds, a little over 3,800 pounds dry weight. Makes it easy to tow with SUVs, smaller vehicles, smaller pickup trucks. For the size of this, it looks a lot bigger, a lot heavier, but definitely a nice little walkthrough we're going to do on this today. Just starting off on this side of the trailer itself, we do have a couple of waterproof with the blue LED speakers, exterior speakers. Little outside spotlight and that yellow little spotlight, or you can turn on your LED lights underneath the awning. Nice thing about these LED lights, when this is closed, the awning is actually closed up, you can still use those lights to brighten up the outside. So you're looking at the stars, you want a little ambient light in the background while you're sitting around the fire, you can keep those on and still visible. They're not out at the end of the barrel of the actual awning. You do have a 15-foot awning. Beautiful. I mean, it adds your square footage to your outside camping needs. When you're out here, you put a big mat out here, a couple of tables, chairs, play some cards, do whatever it takes to have a good time. But nice big awning, as you can see. It is an electric awning. It does have the shock absorbers. We'll look at it real quick. We're not going to extend it out all the way, but these little shock absorbers right here, when you have a little wind, you see how they push that back out again. So if you do have a little wind blowing as you're trying to bring that in, it's tensioning everything. So as you bring that in, it's rolling in correctly. It's a nice little feature they add to these for sure. Forest River's been around for a long time. They've really listened to people's wants and needs throughout the years, and we think we've really put it together in this small little bunkhouse. Adding to the exterior, you can see this little lip tray that we have here. It does come with a table that it's a poly table, plastic table that kicks out, little kicker in the middle so you can set up a griddle, which it comes with. If you do look at these when you come in, just talk to your salesman or myself about the option list. Some do, some don't come with the actual griddles and the tables. Some are built with them, some are built without. The ones we do, we try to equip with everything. So with this unit itself, it does come with that. So the tray kicks up on this, a little support down the middle, tray comes out, grill on top. Does have a propane quick connect down to the bottom that actually feeds from the main tanks, which is nice where you don't have to bring a separate 5-gallon or 7.5-gallon tank to do your barbecuing. In our part store, we do have a quick connect propane splitter. And what that is, you have your propane quick connect that plugs in. Now you got dual ports of quick connects where you can plug in a camp chef, your barbecue, your griddle, lantern, anything like that, any 2 ports off of that. You're looking at your bigger axles and rims, so you're looking at a 40, I think it's 4,500 pound axles, so you can add about 900 pounds, 981 pounds, I believe, of cargo capacity. So your CC, which is in your brochure, cargo capacity. So you're up over 900 pounds. That's a lot of stuff you can bring in your trailer. You're never going to really exceed that unless you're bringing bars of gold with you, but it is a nice feature. You can bring what you want and not feel like you're exceeding the actual weight. They are the 16-inch tires, so the bigger tires, axles, and rims. In the middle of this, which is kind of tight to see, there's a little round plate. You pop that plate off, and there's going to be a grease cert right there. It's the easy bearings, so it's your bearing buddies. Grease cert, it's actually going to pop in, pump your grease gun about 3 times or so. It's going to pocket that grease to the back bearing and then kind of come out to your secondary bearing inside your tire and your rim. So yeah, you're talking about 6-7 times out, depending on where you're going. If it's ever submerged through a small river, anything like that, you want to hit that a couple of times a year. But nice to have that so you're not packing your bearings every couple of times you go out. You're also looking now, we're going to back up just to the back, which is pretty cool. A lot of trailers don't have this, guys, and these guys do. I made this quick and easy so we can actually pull these pins out, but it comes with this rack system. So you can put your generators, as we drop this down, you can put generators, you can put any other bicycles on top of this. I mean, you could set this up where, pull those 2 pins, drop that down, pin it back in again, support that. Gives you a lot of additional cargo space on the back here, which is pretty sweet. Comes from the factory built, so it's obviously part of your warranty with the bumper, anything along that line that is warranted. You're looking at your backup camera housing. So this is equipped for a backup camera. So when you say pre-wired for it, there's a little 2 conductor on there. Take off that plate, put your camera in. Obviously after connecting the wires, set that in. It's going to be an RF signal. It reads up to your truck. That's going to have a separate screen that comes with that backup cam. But having it already prepped and powered up, so as soon as you power up the running lights for your vehicle and your trailer, it's gonna come on. It's a very simple process, but it's gonna allow you to see everything behind you. Changing lanes makes that a lot simpler, so very versatile. Ladder, access to the roof. Now a lot of people ask, why is there a ladder up to the roof? You can go up there once, twice, 3 times a year, depending on where you camp. Now, I've got a lot of pinstriping on my trailer. There's from all over the place, Flaming Gorge and additional camping places. What I mean by that is I go through the bushes sometimes, I go through the trees. You've got to make sure that if you did go through some trees, you want to get up there, make sure those tree limbs, branches didn't rip up anything or tear up any of the sealant around your air conditioning, your vents up top, thus having the access to the roof. Fully walkable roof. Yes, it is for sure. So you get up there, do a little preventive maintenance up there once, twice a year. Like I said, check your seals. The roofing material, I just happen to have a piece, so it is a very durable roofing material. It comes with a 15-year warranty from Forest River. Surveyor comes up with these. Now, we bring these to the show and you try and tear these. We have samples of these here at Sportsland if you want to check them out. But this is the roofing material it's on. They're very pliable. It's not brittle whatsoever. Very easy to walk and maintain. So this is the roofing material that's actually on there with a 15-year warranty. That's pretty phenomenal. So coming out, you can see the lights on here, all of your running lights. They are going to be LEDs. Same thing with the interior lights. They'll be LEDs, and what that helps with is battery life. So you charge your batteries up for a good 4 or 5 day weekend, your lights working, everything. It's not drawing a lot of power being LED. Now coming around this side, we're going to see what you do have 4 of your scissor jacks. Now, of course, these are extended fully out, and what you want to do on these, and this is pretty much a safety thing, so if I can reach people out there to help out motorcyclists as well, even car windshields, this is huge. Now, see how those trays on the actual scissor jacks are flat. They could sink into the ground. As they sink in, they can collect pebbles, rock, gravel, anything like that. In a rush, when you're looking to go on a Sunday, we've all been there, and you will be there. The rain's coming down, you just want to crank those up, or you got to drill, put it on there and bring those up. You forget about cleaning those off. It's always nice to have something underneath them. So we do sell them here at Sportsland. We do have the variety packs of spacers and wheel chocks, everything that's here, but it's nice to put something underneath there. Now what happens, you bring them up, you have a few pebbles, rocks that are sitting in there, cruising down the road, hit some bumps, here comes your pebbles, rocks and rock chips and hitting bikers and whatnot. Just take that into consideration. A lot of people may not, but just to have that a clean, something clean so it can sit on, and it also disperses the weight so you're not dropping that into the dirt or mud. So that helps out quite a bit. Coming underneath here, you can barely see it, which is nice. I like to show this because look how tucked away that is. That's gonna be your sewer line, your drop off for your gray and black water. Now, they've done a great job of tucking it up high. You have your clearance on this trailer. You don't want to lose your clearance by having your sewer pipe dropping down a good 10, 12 inches that we've seen in some of our competitors. And it just really keeps that clearance. So if you're getting remote spots, you know that you have that up and high and tucked away. This particular model, pretty neat to see this, where you do have additional storage back here. Got your tire cover for the back spare tire. These are for your back bumper. Those will clip in there. That's where you put your sewer hose for storage. But nice big additional storage right back there. Storage for your gate. We have additional storage up front that we'll get into. Going on to your dual track on both sides of this slide for your gear drive. Now, this is going to be something that you don't have a lot of play. So that's, saying as far as a rack of pinion slide, but this worm gear drive is really nice where it's got 2 points of and it's not a huge slide, folks, so very overpowered for this trailer. What I mean by that is You may not need 4, but they put 4 on there just for longevity of this trailer life. Now it's nice to have that. The motors are very powerful. They're overbuilt for the actual slide, but they come in together to make sure everything comes in true and goes out true, so it's sitting solid. You do want to be pretty flush and pretty level when you're popping out that slide though. So coming out to the windows, nice big side window on the slide. This is a dinette, of course, window front and back. And you guys will go in if you're going to be shopping in the industry. Now I just want to show you this because you're banging on this. This is solid siding. So a lot of inexpensive trailers out there are going to have, looks like cardboard out here, folks. This is solid insulated slide out. Forest River really does a good job with that. We do like the fact that they build them to last. I mean, they are great in resale value. The Surveyor is, I think, above and beyond a lot of trailers out there in the market. If we come through here, we're talking about additional storage. We do have the lighting, and you can also see up underneath here, this is all aluminum cage construction all the way around. This is where under the bed, so you're talking about some really strong support as far as that goes. Right here, we do have the hot water heater. Easy placement right there. If you ever needed to get to anything, this panel right here does come off. We can get access to it. This is your water, fresh water fill. It is just a gravity feed fill. So if you do bring additional 50-gallon, 55-gallon drum in the bed of your truck and you're on a hunting trip or extended camping trip, you can actually siphon water from there into here. It's a trickle. Just put the hose in there, let it flush in. Now, if you're at a park somewhere, this is your city water connection. So you do have your power hookup, 30 amp service, and then you have your city water where it's going to be pressurized. You don't have to fill up when you're at a park. We'll talk more about that when you come in and we do another walk around, but if you're at a city park, that's unlimited water. You can just flush that out, keep your sewer hose opened up, you can stay there for months. Coming around the front, we do have a nice big window out for the front bed there. So this window, tempered glass window, very well sealed. They've put this through rigorous, and a lot of people do have questions about the front window as you're towing. You're getting a lot of that wind, rain, snow, anything kicking against there. That is well sealed and part of your warranty for these trailers. Doesn't leak. It's a pretty solid window. The other question that we do get, and we'd love to answer these questions for you when you come in as well, is any kind of rock chips. Well, you think about a rock chip coming down from a tire this low, coming up, this is where you're going to get a couple of your dents and rock chips. That's what it's there for, this metal plating right here. But you're not going to get a rock that comes up and flips up to hit that. Now you're talking rock chips from over and above your vehicle, in front of you, come over your vehicle and hit that. Now we can't guarantee everything out there in the world, we know that, but it is a pretty tough front window, very thick glass, like I said, tempered glass as well. But very nice view when you're sitting in bed and you got a little ambient light coming in. Going out to the electric tongue jack. So you do have your little LED light out here for night hookups, really brightens up. You can see your light on my hand there, so I mean at nighttime this is really lit up. Electric tongue jack up and down makes this easy to hook up to your truck and for an equalizer hitch. So those who don't know about hooking up to an equalizer hitch, you do have to lock this onto your truck, bring it up, bring your bars up, kick them over to the actual brackets on the trailer. This makes it really simple. The hand cranks, you can do them as well, but it's nice to have that electric tongue jack. This particular model comes with a single propane tank. It takes a little bit more to get a bracket in place for 2, but we like to tell people a 5-gallon on this will last us quite a long time. 4, 5, 6 days realistically, as long as you're not in the cold and running the heat constantly. You may want to bring a separate tank, or we can upgrade to a bigger tank or a dual, but it does come with a single tank. Easy access, flap to the top to be able to turn that on and off. And it's also nice to replace these anywhere. Mavericks, gas stations, grocery stores. You've all seen them out there in the market. They sell everywhere in those cages. You can go and just pop this out. If you have the 7.5 gallon, now you got to hunt down somebody to come fill it for you, or bring it to somebody to fill it for you. This has a battery disconnect switch. So a nice little feature right here. Battery disconnect switch. If you're taking off the mountain for about 2 or 3 days, you kick that on the off position, and that's going to disconnect anything in case you left a light on, and that's not going to drain your battery down. So that's going to stop that. Coming around, we do have, this comes with a leash latch. This is pretty cool. So they put these on. A lot of people that throw your leashes over the front, leashes over this. This is nice to have this where you just click that through, hook it up to your pet. It's out here, so you really can't get wrapped around a whole lot, but it's, you know, it's a nice little feature to have. These are slam latch doors. So it's nice to have these where you just kick them closed. You're not turning any tabs. It does have a lock point right there, really quick and easy. Pop that, magnet hold. Can't tell you how many times I've gone through those little clips with asking the kids to close them up and they just snap them off. That little magnet holds that opened up. This actually comes with this griddle. This is what we're talking about. Some do come with them, some do not, but we'd have to check that out for sure. But this is going to be your table point that goes onto that track we talked about earlier, and griddle that sits up on top, or you can also set it on the table or any kind of other comfortable feature you have to sit on. It also comes with this little doohickey right here. We sell them in the store, but Forest River throws these in, little bracket. These actually go right onto here, and they go onto a drill, quick connect on a drill. So that comes with it, and then you got your light inside of here for your cargo. All right, guys, we're gonna go show you one more thing I missed on the side here. 2 110 outlets. You want to set up a TV out here, you can do that. You also have your cable. So if you're at a park somewhere and you plug in your cable on the other side where they have park cable or satellite, now it's going to feed through a splitter and come out here, plug in your TV, plug in your cable, you can watch your TV underneath the awning. Got a special game or a football game you're wanting to watch, it's right here. This right here is a little quick connect for a spray port. Will come with a hose that'll actually hop in there, and now you just come out and it's going to feed cold water only. Some do have a hot and cold on other trailers, an outside shower. This is more like a spray port for your pots and pans, stuff out here for your cooking accessibility. And then when you're going to drop your black tank and your gray tank to go dump at a site, this is your black tank flush. Now a lot of people know what it is. This actually, in just layman terms, goes a hose that goes over your black tank, which is your poop tank, and it just sprays everything out and flushes it clean. So do that a couple of times. That's what I do with mine. You're not worried about having any debris set over, so get any bacteria smell after a couple of weeks in the sun. We're gonna go pop inside and have a look on the interior. Okay guys, we're inside the 19 BHLE Surveyor, and it's going to talk about a few features on the inside. First thing that kind of stands out when you look in this, look how well lit this is. Nice little feature over the dinette with this lighting and accent to the lighting. This drops down to a bed, so what your fillers are is you're going to pop these open. There's a little ledge right here that you can see these 4 points of contact. Pull the poles off, this drops down to a nice bed. A lot of people don't see this. They take the measurement from here to here. These actually become your fillers for the middle, if you will, and then you actually go to the inside of the wood to wood, so it's almost 6 feet. Sleeping an adult here or a couple of kiddos comfortably. If you're taking the kids and their friends, cousins, whoever, it's nice to have an additional bed. Your bunk beds, I like how they're nice and opened up on the front. Everybody, you know, if you have TV time, which we'll turn the camera on here in a minute and show you where the TV's at, accessible from here, both bunks and the bed itself, the main bed. But these bunks are really nice, easy access, ladder already, you know, set in place, thermostat set up right here. It is on a little remote setup, so if you need to move it, but nice little access. This underneath here is that outside when we first looked at the storage. So there's no access from here, of course, it's just on the outside, but this is where all this underneath here is that pocketed storage that we looked at. So anywhere they can put additional storage is nice to have. I like how Forest River does that. Walking into the bathroom, I'll just narrate as the camera goes in. We do have nice size rectangular tray, not a bathtub, but a little tray and shower, vanity with a mirror, sink, and of course all your controls sitting up front here in the bathroom. Porcelain toilet, and it's a foot flush toilet, and we do have quite a bit of storage just off to the left here. There's a little door that sits right here, and there is quite a bit of storage. You can kind of see where the door opened up, but my whole shoulder hand goes all the way to the back here, top and bottom shelf. Has a little coat rack in here or towel rack, anything, but nice to have all that storage in the bathroom for all your goodies. This is a 8 cubic foot refrigerator, separate freezer, lots of room, just fantastic, setup to have that much room in a small camper like this. And you can really see how this slide opens up this whole room. Kitchen, 2-burner stove. It's nice to have this, once again, tempered glass countertop. If you're not cooking, this becomes all countertop. Same thing as a sink. Set up plates, making sandwiches, building, prepping any kind of food, which is nice. Microwave is not up here, it's down below. Now they don't have the ovens in these, but they do have the convection microwave oven. Nice flush mounted, good looking, clean. And then you do have your glass cabinets up here, flip up cabinets, plenty of room to store your plates, cups and whatnot. Your drawers, I like just how they do lock in, a little lock in, so it is tight. The reason for this is you're not going around a corner and having a yard sale. You're not going to have these spill out, but nice big deep drawers, 2 of them, three drawers all together. Top, bottom there, and then you do have your sink. Nice little setup for your sink. Hot and cold water, of course, in your faucet. We're going to flip around here real quick and show you, as we were talking about everybody watching a movie for night time, here's where you do have your TV, little 32-inch TV on a little swivel mount, so we can actually position that so everybody here can get that focal point of the TV, have movie night when weather's bad or just getting late and ready for bedtime. Nice looking, setup for your bed, storage up underneath. This is going to be 2 cup holders. There's going to be a 2-person bed, obviously. It's a real convenience to have that front window, so your shades will actually black out. Bring up those shades. We have that window on the outside, if you remember, having that light. So you have 3 points of light access to that bed if you want it. I mean, it's a really nice feature to have. Not a lot of places out there or trailers out there have them. And then you got your additional storage, and just listening to people in the market talk about having this over top of the bed, which is nice. When you pack up your trailer and everything else, it's great. It looks awesome. You go down the road and you have a yard sale. Everything's all over. Great little feature that they have this mesh sitting up here to hold everything in place, guys. It makes a big difference. And if you've never camped before in your first time trailer, we like to talk to you about stuff like this. Stuff is just simple things are very informative. We'd like to share that with you on our walkthroughs here as well. Now, if we look at the AC, we do have a 13,500 BTU AC, which is off the thermostat. The heating, I think, is a 28,000 BTU heating for this, which is above and beyond for your heating capabilities for this size trailer. We want to make sure that you are, you're going to keep warm through those cold nights. We do have, if we look in the bottom bunk back here, where I forgot to mention, we do have, this is going to be your emergency access point. So anything ever happens in the coach itself, it's a quick little lift handle pop out. A child can do it, and it's access to get out that way. So the top bunk, everybody exits through that point. Just kicking over here, we do have a solar panel up on top. So this particular one will have, I believe it's a 190 watt solar panel. That's your solar digital reader that will actually show you amperage coming in, where your battery's set, and then once again your controls that are in the bathroom, you hit your test points for your water levels, your battery levels. It's going to show everything right there. So with that said, guys, I would love for you to come down and check out this 19 BHLE Surveyor. My name's Frank. Once again, we hope to see you and walk the lot with you. Talk to you soon.